All right.
FM current.
FM Current. That voice you just heard was Ezekiel. Uh,
The best voice to hear in the morning.
Look over the corner. I'm watching the social media, and I see over the corner. Oh, little baby. That's a sweet
She's a
baby.
baby.
Faith, your hair is jacked up, dude. Dang. Who are your parents?
Someone who doesn't have hair.
Oh. Oh. Well.
Let's see if you'll be eating this month. All right. So, earlier we were talking about the people you let in, like making sure you let the right people in your life. Then it turned to making sure you let the right thoughts in your life. Then it made me ask this question: can you be stressed, blessed, and still depressed? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
How?
Because
She's like, look at you, Dad.
no,
What an evil child.
No, because some people don't appreciate their blessings. They don't think about it, so they just think about like if it's not 100% like what they thought it was gonna be, they can still get depressed and stressed out.
So you can take your mind off of being blessed because
Yeah.
you said a lot of stuff real fast, and I don't think you understand. People are trying to listen. So say that again.
I said you can think you can get a blessing and then not think it didn't turn out the way you expected it to turn out, the blessing to turn out, and think it turned out wrong, or it was just not enough or something, and then you can still get depressed and stressed about it.
You sound like you're freestyling, but I get it.
Or you can get depressed and stressed because you prayed for a blessing to come and it hasn't came yet, but you also have to realize that God doesn't work on your time. He works on his own time, so you get depressed and stressed because it's not there right when you want it. That's another reason.
Have you ever seen me struggle with that?
Yes.
That was your cue to lie, son.
Oh.
I gave you a big pass to lie. You had ice cream. Let me tell you what honesty did for you. Nothing. It just made you honest.
Wow.
You won't be getting no ice cream, but you, Faith, I can depend on you.
A 2-hour treadmill run.
2-hour treadmill run. All of a sudden, I care about your health, boy. All right, so,
Yes.
do you think I'm good at handling stress?
No.
Exactly. I love these kids' honesty. They'll never be on this radio show ever again. It's not true. That's why we do it. Because we're a real family. We're trying to work our way through reality the same way you are, and we want to do it together. And so we're transparent with everything. And, of course, since we're going to be honest, I want to talk about how horrible these kids are. No, I'm kidding. No, but they are horrible, though. But stress. Stress.
I wonder where I get from.
You get it from your mom. Of course, I'm the good guy. I do everything right. All the good stuff about you, you got from me. All the bad stuff about you, you got from your mom.
Organizational skills.
Organizational skills, you got that from me.
Oh.
They were just suppressed. I suppressed my organizational skills. Mathematics. You like math. You like math. That was suppressed. That was good for me, but it was suppressed. So the good stuff about you that like your mom has, it was suppressed in me. So it
Dad
still counts
is really
to me.
secretly good at math, though. Don't let him lie to y'all. He's secretly good at math. He just be lying. Like I've seen him do math. He's secretly good. I'm not, but
it's weird. It's a love-hate relationship with me and math. But we're talking about stress, blessed, and still depressed. So the kids seem to think that you can be stressed out, and the reason why you're stressed is because you're not seeing the blessing, so it still leads to depression. So you can be depressed and blessed at the same time. So it's really all. So are you guys saying it's really all about what you're paying attention to?
Yeah.
Do you think that sometimes there are people that pay more attention to being negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that came out.
I think thinking about being negative, it just seems like the easier thing to do. Because sometimes to get to the blessing or think about it, you have to actually get up and do work. For a lot of people would rather just sit down, be lazy, and be negative than and listen to depressed music all day.
But that sounds like 90% of America.
Yeah.
You know, I
I'll
don't
be depressed and listen to.
why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because they're trying to find someone to relate to instead of trying to find someone to inspire them.
So you try to find someone to relate to instead of finding someone that inspires them.
Like I'll be depressed thinking listening to depressed music will make me undepressed or not depressed. When if you're depressed, you're supposed to listen to. That's when you go to your Mahalia Jackson
You're just really relating to another person that's depressed and
And you're-
staying in depression.
and your KB.
Ah,
You go to the positive music and positive things, or read your Bible. That's always the answer. Learn different words, but you're not supposed to go to the things that make you sad.
got you. Hey, send that to what's her name? Yeah.
Oh.
So, my thing is this: stress. This guy, this stress, blessed and depressed. So, stress is real because you can't control what comes against you. This guy. This is what this hammer's for. All right. So the stress is something you can't control. The stressor, the thing that's on the outside. How do you control what happens to you on the inside? Now, Hope, I know you choose to act like a complete brat and shut down and act like a brat. But no, come here, Hopi. Come here, little baby. Come here, little baby. Come here, little baby.
Yes,
How do you handle stress, Hope? Besides crying and candy and
I bother my sister.
whoa, that was brutally honest. So when you're stressed out, you bother her.
Yes.
All right, so we know what your relationship life is going to look like.
Yep.
So there's some people that handle stress and choose to stress other people out.
But she
But I haven't been
she
stressing.
wasn't the bully in school, right? Nope.
No, she wasn't the bully at school.
Her teacher came up. The person who actually was at the front desk when she got in trouble came up to the kiosk the other day and was like, "You are not bullied. You were the bully."
Ha ha.
The person who at the
The
front
person
desk,
the person at the front desk was like, Hope, you were the bully. And isn't it funny how Hope's perception of things is that she was bullied,
Yeah.
but she was the bully.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Crazy.
guys, and this is the coming soon Jesus family. We're supposed to be the super Christians here, and we got a bull.
I was doing it for their own
Well, let me
good.
tell you, there's some parents out there, Hope, that will bust you upside your head for messing with their kids. And I would be like, I would high five the parent. Be like, way to go. You better not be bullying, boy. I can't stand a bully. I don't care if it is my kids or not. All right. Now listen, folks.
If I ever
If you're watching on social media, pardon me, you putting a hammer to my neck because it hurts.
I think if I bullied anyone, Dad would be mad at me the most because he's gonna be like, "You are all people shouldn't be bullied."
Well, no, not only that, I'm just like, who is getting bullied by you?
Oh, my God.
That's what I
Like,
said.
No, not you of all people, but like, what's wrong? All is lost. If you're like the nicest guy on the planet.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, you're a little weird, but we got some creepy tendencies. But I'm like, yo, bully. Oh, let me ask you this. Tell me some good ways to deal with stress.
Sleep.
All right.
All
right.
right.
What up, Robert? So
She said sleep.
I just asked some good ways to deal with stress. Hope said sleep.
A lot of
So-
people agree with that. Though.
Yeah, I know, and I know what's gonna happen to the page now. I know what's gonna happen to the whole video. It's gonna be a million people typing in sleep.
Yep.
But I would love to hear from you guys. Go ahead and tell me some positive ways to handle stress.
You wanna know what my actual answer?
What you're gonna say? Eating? You're gonna say food?
No.
What? You gotta go up to the mic now.
How I handle stress is
Don't lie.
Yeah, don't get up here and lie. Like this.
how I handle stress. I usually pray about it.
You just lied.
No, I didn't.
Just
You
lie.
just totally lied.
No.
whatever. I mean,
When I do get stressed, sometimes I do.
oh, sometimes, yeah, I believe sometimes.
Because I don't get stressed a lot.
I mean, because your prayer life is on E, bro. Your prayer life is on E. Not with the amount of attitude that you get. It's like you did not pray. You chose attitude. I don't know who these kids think they're dealing with. I was like, I'm so confused.
Maybe she does. She takes a deep breath and she's like, God, please let me calm
Oh,
down.
Right. You talking about you decompress. You have a God moment. I got you. So, Faith, what about you? So tell me a positive way to deal with stress.
A positive?
If you say chocolate lady, listen, I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
No, not chocolate.
But it's gonna be food. It's gonna be food.
No, you said a positive.
Yes. Tell me a positive way.
Not from my experience, but
I've heard. She said I've heard.
I've heard. No, I actually do look up scriptures and other people's problems, and that actually really puts me out of my mood.
Oh, wait. You look at other people's problems?
Yeah. To realize how what I'm stressed out about is not really that deep. Like, I'll read like what the disciples went through and how that stressed them out, and then I'm like, getting stressed out because the shirt wasn't folded right is not really that big of a deal compared to that.
And then later on, she's gonna get stressed out.
Hold on, wait. So you look at other people's problems, and then you feel better about your situation.
No, I feel. It's not that I feel better that they're going through worse than me. I'm saying that I feel like I shouldn't be as like dramatic or
as ungrateful and bratty.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What about you, Ezekiel? Hey, quiet.
I listen to music, and that's it. Just listen to music, or I'll go to lately dealing with stress. I go to the Bible.
Yeah.
Those two things that I'm doing.
If I don't get in the Word, like I just become this horrible monster. But like as long as everything's fine, but it's when the stress shows up, then I lose it. Like, you can tell when I've been in my Word and when I haven't been.
Sometimes I'll be stressed, and then I have to control, especially the family I live in. I have to control it because Dad doesn't like attitudes. So it's like I will lose if I try.
Every time. I do know this. I feel like stress is definitely a sneaky thing because all it has to do to stress you out is for things to not go your way. That's all you have to do. Like when things don't go your way, then you're stressed out. So you have to be able to manage what I do understand what you're saying. Hold on, wait. All right. I think that what really has to happen. Oh! I thought I broke the chair. It's because hold on. I'm not that fat, folks. What really happened was I pressed the button. It happened again. It's like when I move my foot a certain way, it clicks the button. But what's funny is every time the chair goes down, Faith starts to laugh, but she doesn't want to hurt my feelings too bad, so she tries to hold it in. But I did. The chair just started sinking down, and then every time it happens, I keep thinking, I'm that fat, but I'm losing weight, so it doesn't make sense. But then I realized, oh yeah, it's because I hit the button on the chair. Whew. Okay, so now I do know that when God's trying to bless you and God is blessing you, and you keep making bad decisions, have you guys ever been blessed and then your blessing turned to stress?
No.
That's never happened?
No.
Sometimes, because when you're blessed, you would get stressed because when you're blessing, you try not to let pride come in. Because sometimes something good will happen to you, and you'll be like, "Oh, look, I got a better house, or I got my better car."
Yeah.
It's like you gotta be careful with your blessing as well, because the same way you can let pride in is the same way God can take the blessing away. Like make your car break down, or I don't know, a hurricane comes through and destroys your whole house.
Now, someone would say that that's not God. I can't stand when people say stuff like that. Like, that's not God. I'm like, dude, shut up. Because
God does what he wants.
God does what he wants. Exactly. Like, don't say what God will and won't do.
Wait, what?
You know?
That don't make no sense. It's
What?
like they didn't read Genesis.
Well, no, when people say that, no, that is what happens. People pick and choose which parts of God they want to see. That's why when Christians will sell this idea of God, atheists are going, but what about this, and this that's in your Bible? And then the Christians go, we don't talk about that.
Right?
And it's like, no, don't ignore it. They saw what they saw. You can be blessed. Like, let's, matter of fact, I'm so glad that you brought that up. Because the reality is, folks, Adam and Eve were blessed.
Yeah.
And then they turned it into a stressful situation.
Yeah.
And then they became depressed.
Yes.
When they got kicked out. If you don't think Adam and Eve struggled with depression,
Oh, yeah.
then you're not thinking straight. You know, you have no real depth. How do you think they felt? Do you think, like, to go from blessed, stressed to depressed?
I think they felt abandoned, but not. I think they knew.
Did you just victimize them?
No, I'm saying that the stuff they felt.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. No, I don't feel bad.
No. I'm saying, like,
Oh,
do you, like, you really think that they made themselves the victim?
I think they made themselves a victim. I think they wanted to kill themselves. I think they wanted to kill themselves. I think they were still naive. I think they were anxiety. They were like, they didn't even know what to do with themselves. They were confused themselves. They just still. I'm pretty sure they still blamed each other.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
They still
Definitely.
were doing the blaming process. Whose fault it was. I think.
You think the same thing as you?
Yeah.
But I think they still love each other.
For a long time, I was trying to decide who fault it was,
Wow.
and for a long time I thought it was Eve's fault, and then I had to realize Eve might have
Because
made the decision, but they both got deceived.
they both got deceived.
So-
Exactly. They both disobeyed. So do you think that obedience is a part of stress? Like, disobedience is a part of stress?
Yeah, it can be.
So-
when
When you guys are doing something that I tell you not to do, does it stress you out, or are you like, we don't care what Dad says, let's have some fun?
I mean, when I do it, of course it's fun, but like, and then when the stress comes when you walk in and the house isn't clean like it's supposed to, you decided to play around or do something with each other, and you come in and the house ain't clean, and then that's the stress that comes in.
So stress is getting caught.
Yeah.
Do you think stress is getting your consequence? Hey, look at Hope.
Can be,
Look at Hope. Look at Hope. Hope is knocked all the way out, mouth wide. Bloop, bloop,
Like,
bloop.
I've done this multiple times. I'll be watching my Roku TV, YouTube, and then Dad sees it too. And then he comes into the driveway, and I run to do the dishes.
Oh yeah. Oh, no doubt. I've seen that a million times. So stressed, blessed, and depressed. We're born into a world where there's stress. There's going to be stressors, and there's going to be all types of problems and things that come against us. I have noticed that with my own behavior, that as I get older, I handle stress worse. And most people say, well, wouldn't you handle it better? No. Not if you've already been practicing handling it wrong for longer. So now you end up doing the wrong thing for a longer period of time, which means as you get older, it becomes easier to handle stress the wrong way. Now, this means that there was a lack of maturity on my part where there's a lack of maturity. There's this overwhelming fear of failure, failing you guys, failing the future, failing everyone out there, failing God. There's all this future, especially since I know this is my last go around. Whoa, that slipped up. But this is my last go around, and it's one of it's one of those things where, you know, you go, wow, this is really it. This is really, really it. And, you know, you want to see everybody blessed. You want to see everybody live right. And then you look at your life and you go, wait a minute. You know, what can I do to make things better before I check out of here? You know, what can I really do? Well, the best thing you can do sometimes is be transparent and be transparent with your own flaws and where you're, you know, struggling at in life and messed up. And I know that, you know, with, you know, condition of my heart and everything, I know that stress is extremely dangerous. And now I have to handle stress right, or else I'm out of here. You know what I mean? This is it. And so, folks, I want to tell you all how much I do love you, because it's not. Now, watch this. It's not like life's going to get any easier because I have a heart condition. You know what I mean? It's not. The problems, the issues are still going to come after me. Now, you guys got to know I'm not the type that's going to be going to doctors and all that stuff. I'm not built that way.
We tried to convince him millions of times.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened.
It's not going to happen.
He went and then didn't go to the follow-up.
That's right. Yeah, it's like, hey, you know, I've already survived a stroke. I'm good. I'm like, hey, I'm just that guy. You know.
And also,
knives didn't work. Try bullets. You know, please.
Like with you saying that you love everybody, which is true. A lot of people would think love is telling them what they want to hear.
Right, and that's what we're not doing. So the fact is that, you know,
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and I do want everybody to know that the reason why I'm so weird and crazy is because a lot of you people out there, I love everybody, and what you people try to do is get me to love only your kind of weirdness. You get mad when I love other weird people, and we're all, you know what's normal? Nothing is normal, which is what makes life so amazing. Nothing is normal. There is no normal. You're not normal. I'm not normal. None of us are normal. We all handle things differently. I mean, life is so beyond normal. We're always looking for some sense of normalcy. And it's like, why do you, of all people, deserve normalcy as weird as you are? You know, I walked in the kitchen the other day, and Faith was talking to some like deep Southern accent, talking about the
Noah story.
The Noah story. Noah gets on the ark, and she thought we were cooking on the grill, and she thought nobody was standing. I was just standing and listening to her, and I was just like, man, this kid is weird, man. This kid is weird. And then it's almost like immediately with that same thought, it's like, Duke, have you met you? Like, you're pretty weird. Then I'm looking at Ezekiel, like trying to say, look how weird your sister is. But I'm talking to Ezekiel, and I'm like, oh, this guy's weird. I don't know who these kids' parents are.
Me neither.
Some weird parents. Yep, with your situation, probably not. You probably don't know. But bing, zing, got him. You might be adopted. Boom, zing. You know. Anyway, folks, when it comes to this blessed, stressed, and depressed thing, you got to understand, you can be blessed in either circumstance, just like the kids brought up. You can be in a blessed home and then live like you're not. Now, what can cause a person to miss their blessing?
Doing nothing.
Huh?
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing. What about you?
The same thing. Just looking for easy ways out, not paying attention to signs. Because sometimes God might not communicate to you, but he does, still communicating, but he communicates with you in a different way. So it might be signs or
how does God communicate to you?
In dreams mostly.
In dreams mostly.
Like today, I had a dream about purple planets for some reason, and it was basically talking about working on yourself and teamwork and reaching goals. And then Dad this morning was talking to us about how we need to reach our goals.
Wow. That's pretty deep.
So,
you're a deep one there, Mr. Grinch. Now, Hope, what about you? Look at that. If you guys can see it, when you go to the stream yard, make sure you look at it. Hope, what do you think about that, Hope?
isn't it?
Oh, what do you think about that?
Yeah, the question we just.
No, what I just asked.
What's the question?
That's what I just asked.
What did you just ask?
What is this? You're like a bad 80s movie. Your whole persona. She's like the mechanic girl that works. What
That's
is
how
it?
you know it's real life because Hope falling asleep on live.
Hope falls asleep. I got to tell you guys something. The worst road buddy on the planet to have is actually all three of my kids.
Yeah.
Not
Not Ezekiel.
I'll
No,
stay
Ezekiel's-
awake.
Ezekiel will ask you questions. He'll ask you.
Yeah.
He'll
Oh,
ask
yeah.
you so many questions
Yeah.
that you will literally want to just drive off a bridge. You're like, you know what?
But it makes you stay awake, so I mean, it's worth it. Yes. It keeps you awake.
I don't know how I feel about that. That was good. That was good that you.
At least
said
you don't have to buy 10,000 bags of chips and energy drinks. And
that. All right. So there is an energy drink situation.
That would happen.
When we go
You
on
know,
trips.
the one thing that's gonna be bad about me and Dad going on road trips is we're gonna want to go to every restaurant because we've never been.
no.
Oh, those days are over. I have matured.
I'm just saying, like, I
No.
have not. So yeah,
No,
and that's
I'm just saying those days are over. Like we're done.
every
The economy's so crazy. It's like if you go on a road trip, you need to just be happy that you can put gas in the car and drive and see stuff like, oh look, there's that thing's there. We saw it. We saw that thing. That thing was there.
we smelled the steak.
We have some amazing pictures to take, don't we?
Yeah.
Standing in front of stuff. We'll take pictures and act like we're opening the door to it and be like, and that's as far as we go. We make enough money to not look broke. To not look broke. But if it comes to actually, so we have enough money to like put on Hawaiian clothes and go to the airport, but ain't nobody buying no ticket.
Get a green screen. And
That's right. We got a green screen. Put on the green screen. Go on vacation on the green screen. You know, it's like we subtitle. It's like Paris. I've been there in my dreams. You know what I mean? On my green screen. You know what I mean? But we were there. You know, we Photoshop family. We Photoshop like we've been everywhere. No, but seriously, how much is laughter when it comes to stress? Like, how do you deal with stress in a real way? Like, I'd like to know what you guys think about that.
I think you just have to find yourself. I mean, yeah, well, find yourself is good, but also find the people that you can make you laugh.
Gotcha. Current FM. Well, I guess they don't want to talk. All right. So one of the things that I think about is how believable stress is when you're going through. Isn't it apocalyptic? Like the world's about to end when you're going through stuff. I love the fact that Faith took a whole nap, went to sleep, and woke back up in 2 seconds, and was still a part of the conversation. She did a whole head drop, like, yeah,
Transformation.
that's exactly what I think. She literally left, went to La La Land, had a cappuccino with, Johnny Depp, and then came back and was like, yeah, Dad, exactly. Like, I saw, that was amazing. He's like, yeah, if this was a Freddy movie, you'd be out back right now. All right, so one of the things that, how do you remind yourself that you're blessed when stress is depressing you?
I look at it.
You look at what?
My blessing.
You look at your blessing. So you have to physically make yourself concentrate on your blessing.
Yeah.
What about you, Ezekiel?
Yep, the same thing. I was thinking. But yeah, you just gotta look at bigger side of things. Just your blessing.
The bigger side of
Because your
things.
blessing should override your negative thing.
So you think the positive should override the negative?
Yeah.
So as much as your sister stresses you out,
Yeah, this guy. Rachel.
because you were about to mess with your sister, who's gonna cause her to mess with you and cause more stress.
What? When?
You about to mess with her.
No, I was with you here.
Do you love your sister?
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're on the radio. Don't embarrass me. Your job, guys, let me make it clear to you, since we never talked about it, I thought you guys knew this. When I invite you on the show,
Yeah.
your job is to make me look like the best dad in the world. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I only feed you by choice.
Yeah.
Now, your job. When I ask you a question like, what can I do to be a better father? Your answer is nothing. You're great. When I tell you, like, do you guys want to get paid or not? That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh. It depends on how much the paycheck is.
That's terrible.
This is our future legacy.
This is our, yes. This is, Hope, am I the best dad in the world?
She said,
Dang.
Honest?
No, don't be honest.
Oh, then never mind.
Wait. Were you going to say I was the best dad in the world?
In my world.
It's way too
Grandma.
something traumatic is about to happen. Let me grab this hammer just in case. So I just want to motivate her to think straight.
Call your mom.
Huh?
Never mind.
I'm a better mom.
No, is it call?
What you said? Call your mom?
Call your mom.
Call my mom?
Yeah.
No, we don't want to hear what my mom has to say.
No.
My
That's what
mom.
my son to do.
If you guys have ever seen Medea,
Oh, yeah.
that's my mom.
Well, I wonder what would it be if we invited Grandma on the show.
She would go into denial and just talk about how wonderful of a child I was because she wouldn't want to embarrass me. And what's so funny is that when we it's so funny how she compartmentalizes things. Like, say we were to sit down and have a radio interview,
Yeah.
she would talk about how wonderful of a child I was. And then if we get on Facebook,
Yeah.
she's like, remember when you used to act like this, and that? And I'm like, hold on, wait.
What about Grandpa? You think he would tell the truth?
My dad will never be on my show. My dad would never be on my show. He has too many stories to tell. He's like, oh man, my dad will. When I say never, my dad will never be on this show.
Oh my God.
Not never. All right. So stressed, blessed, and depressed, guys. When you're blessed, you are. Watch this. You ready for this? When you're blessed, you're being lessed. You're being lessed. You're being humble. Hold on, let's see. We got Current FM. Current FM.
Hi, my name is James. Life Insurance Care.
Oh, yeah, yep. James said, I'll tell you later. So, one of the issues is that you're being lessed. That means your being's not being lessened, but it's less of you, more of God. You know, that's what I call being blessed, when it's less of you, more of God. And I'm telling you right now that it is extremely important that we understand the goodness of God wants to fill us, because when the goodness of God is replacing our bad habits, bad behavior, bad thinking, bad this and that, it's God that does the repair. And he does such a real job of repairing us in that broken area that a lot of times our own family and friends don't even recognize us, because we've decided to handle things differently. You know what's funny about me is that a lot of times people think that when things don't go right or someone makes me mad, that I'm gonna flip out and go crazy and cuss them out and argue, and I don't do that anymore. I just punch them in the face now, just straight. So I eliminated a lot of the stress. Go right for the knock. I'm kidding, folks.
You'll know who your real friends are if you are acting bad and then change, and they get mad at you because you changed.
Oh yeah.
You'll know who your real friends are.
So did you guys watch Faith's head go from the left to the right, up, back, left, right, up, back? Like those ping ball, that machines where you gotta keep the ball going and you just keep hitting it. She was dozing off so much. It was so funny to watch. It's like the more she went to sleep, the bigger her forehead got. Like that was pretty funny. Like and each side of your head leaned over, your whole body would follow the size of your head and then just pull you over.
No, like you don't understand how big my head is. I actually like y'all make jokes like Faith has to rest her head. I actually did that. In school. Like when they'd be like this, and they'd be like, "Well, when they curse, I'd be like this."
Just to hold your head up.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
all right. That's not good.
Oh god.
That's not good.
Oh my god. I got a big head. It's for my dad though. It's okay.
I realize that I have a big head, but here's what's crazy. If I put my hand up to a camera or something, it looks like my hand is so much bigger than my head. And I just look like I do look like Shrek. Like a black Shrek. I do look like I can admit that. I've dealt with it for years. There's a picture going around on Facebook of Shrek wearing a Coming Soon Jesus shirt. I don't know. Have you guys seen it?
No.
You've never seen the Shrek Coming Soon Jesus shirt? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's hilarious. Yo, by the way, we gotta make this clear. Hold on, wait. Where is she at? Karen Nicole. Hold on, let's see if she's all right. So make sure you send her a message, let her know that we are sending her shirts. Folks, I'm telling you right now, blessed, stressed, and depressed is a real thing. You can be both. You can be all three. You can be stressed, blessed, and depressed. And that's not a good place to be. You got to let God dominate. This is a place where I struggle, and it's very hard to do. But if you guys keep pushing, you'll get through it. We're going to play some more music for you guys. We're about out of here. And we love you guys. If you need to catch up with us, just email duke@comingsoonjesus.org. We are trying to raise as much money for Current FM as possible. So go to currentfm.com and hit the donate button. And let's change the world together, guys.
It seems everything she knows is now 5 minutes to close, and there's not a lot of time when you're nervous.